I moved to Bend because I've traveled around a lot, and I've just kind of realized that there's really not a lot of communities like this, and makes it a really special place where people are genuinely supportive and, yeah, want you to succeed. It's a real conducive environment to sending, even though we don't send too often. I guess that's kind of like the nature of the area.
Let's just do it.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. Never heard of it? JB Trudeau did it. 92. Bolted by Alan Watts. 89. Chris Sharma did it. 97. It was a big deal. Now kids on site this grade.
20 years later, Just Do It is still, for just about anybody, it's a pretty significant repeat. Part of that is the history. I mean, ultimately, Scott worked on it quite a bit. DDA worked on it quite a bit, but it was GB Trabou who just, that was his passion. I mean, that route just consumed a lot of time for him. You know, during the 1980s into the 90s, there was just such a frenzy. There's so many people moving to Smith Rock and so many routes going up that once the dust sort of settled a bit in the mid-90s, there was just so much there. There were so many routes. A young kid coming up, I mean, there was just an endless amount of stuff to work through. And I don't know if there was some complacency or I just don't really know. It's always been kind of a mystery to me why it's taken a long time for the local climbers to rise up to the top. I mean, there's just so many people that have tried that route. Really good climbers who have tried it and failed.
What you hoped you would see, would you up and run away from it? And if it came from the sky and it opened your eyes, would you hide, would you up and run away from it? And if it took all you had just to get from the bad to the good, would you up and run away from it? And if you're sick of the could've and would've and should, would you stop and not run away from it?
All I wanna do is break through this time. I don't even know if I can make this right. All I ever hear is just do, don't try. So I do what I can with the truth, not lies. Sleep won't happen when my mind gets trapped in all the bullshit happening, and my soul gets wrapped up. Then the sleep stops happening, and my mind gets cranky and my hand gets shaky, cause I drink more coffee in the right in hopes to get these demons off me. And I learn from the old school. Sacrifices costly every day we go through. Little things blocking when we're trying to get through. I won't let that stop me, neither should you. Get it, be committed, stop bitching, keep your head up. Listen, we don't have to back down, even though we're outnumbered, hungry, outgunned. We can take this mountain and summon with the sun, find peace. At least we've navigated deep through the belly of the beast, and nowhere around, underground, underneath. We practice what we preach, kids gather when we teach. Exactly what we need is what we keep asking.
And if it's not what you thought it would be, what you hoped you would see, would you up and run away from it? And if it came from the sky and it opened your eyes, would you hide, would you up and run away from it? And if it took all you had just to get from the bad to the good, would you up and run away from it? And if you're sick of the could've and would've and should, would you stop and not run away from it? If it's not what you thought it would be, what you hoped you would see, would you? And if it came from the sky and it opened your eyes, would you hide, would you? And if it took all you had just to get from the bad to the good, would you? And if you're sick of the could've and would've and should, would you stop and not run away from it? Not run away from it. Not run away from it.
Alright, victory dinner. Normally I only ration 2 Tic Tacs a day, but since I actually sent something for once, I'm going to treat myself to a cotton ball, a saltine cracker, a little bit of rice, and 2 Tic Tacs a day, but that's good. Sweet victory. A little garnish. So probably the most important thing is putting in a little fill, and that's where the cotton ball comes in. The trick is to put a little flavoring on it. Gotta absorb that flavor. Well, this is the Ryan Paleo diet. Yeah.